naughty bucket. This is Rallock67's from Long's Locksmith Deceptive Defiant. Looks to be, I mean, if you can cheat and see, it looks like 5 pins. And he did give us a key. It gets hung up a little bit, but the key does work very well. If I can get him out of there. There's what your bitting look like, kind of what you'd expect on a challenge lock, huh? But let's see if we can get in here without that stinking key. Might be a challenge because lately you guys have sent some awesome locks that kept me busy for hours on end. I just hope this isn't one of them. Alright, we look at the slop on that, so looks like we got some good security pins in there, or just low tolerances, I really don't know. I'm going to use a standard hook, okay, purple, it's 18 thousandths. So all the way in, and let's see what we got here. Rallock, what have you got for us? I'm looking for a first binder. Feels like pin 3 is a binder. Pin 3 it is then. Okay, I'm already got a fault set, pretty deep. Looking for another binder. Get a little counter rotation. It's on pin 2. So he's probably a spool. Didn't feel like a very deep spool though. Might be hung up on a T-pin here. Nope, it's pin 1. Again, looks like a spool. Very deep spool. Oh, there we go. Rallock. Man, I was going to take a look. You didn't belong in the naughty bucket. Alright, let's see what we got in here. How refreshing was that, huh? Alright, I do have a new tool. I'm going to go and lock it back up because we got the key. And see if I can make this C-clip tool work. It's just, looks like it's the smallest one I have. And it looks like it might be just a little bit large, but oh man, that is so much easier than using a pair of pliers and a sharp instrument to gouge into the palm of my hand. Alright, here we go. And this tail piece is going to be sticking out there a little bit, but see if we can make it work. I'm going to try this one. And we're getting hung up there a little bit. Let me turn him like that. Maybe that'll work. Alright. For once. Alright, let me get the pinning tray. And let's see what we got inside of here. Okay, I don't see anything unusual. I mean, that to me is unusual. We got a split core, but I guess that's how they come on Defiant or quick sets, maybe. Saves money in manufacturing. Alright, we got a standard. We got a homemade spool. Standard. Standard. And a very shallow spool. That's kind of unusual. Not very deep at all. Well. And then the homemade one here is kind of cool. That's how you make it on when you have a Dremel tool or a drill and a file. That's how easy it is to make security pins. Let's see what kind of magic Rallock's got in here for us. Our homemade spool. Nope, I believe that's a commercial one. Another commercial one, spool. That's a homemade one, that V shape again. Very nice. Come out of there. A T-pin. So that would be, that narrow part would be sticking in the keyway. And the last one, get him to fall out in my hand, a homemade spool, and he's got a little narrowed section on him. Kind of cool. And let me put him down and let's take a look at the body of the lock to see if Rallock did anything else to it. I noticed we got different color springs. So we had 2 steel springs, we had an odd looking copper spring, and then we had another copper spring. So we would have gotten 3 different tensions on the pins from this thing. And looking inside of here, let's see what we got here. I don't see anything unusual, just a standard Defiant body. No threading, no counter milling, nothing. So fellas, here we go. Let me orient these right. Turn these guys around the way they're supposed to be. So there's what we're looking at, 5 pins, and it looks like on the top we got 2 commercial, we got a homemade, we got a, looks like a homemade T-pin, and then we got a homemade one here in the end, and then we have 2 homemade key pins, very shallow, and then kind of that V shape. Pretty cool, Rallock. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the lock. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal. Let me put some magic in here and send this out. First guy to PM gets it.